So, hello, buddies. I hope your studies are going on very good, fantastically good. And there were certain students who requested me to come up with a 10 days plan. 1.5 days strategy video have already put in my YouTube. You can refer that. Now I'm coming up with the 10 days plan for the subject auditing for the upcoming CA Inter Jan 25 exams. As you know, our exams are starting. If you are appearing for both groups, first group and second group, Jan 11th. And if it is second group alone, it's Jan 17th. Our paper is on Jan 19th. This is a 10 days plan. Actually, this 10 plus 1. What's plus 1? You will see it. Keep it as suspense. 10 plus 1 days plan. Okay. So I'm doing this video on, 24th of December. So I've put the plan as from 26th of December. After Christmas, let's start. Okay. So yes, without delay, we'll start with the plan directly. Okay. So Jan 25, 10 plus 1 days study plan. Okay. Now listen carefully. Starting with day 1. As I said in the beginning, it is how many? 10 plus 1, 11 days plan. Now, day 1, which is 26th of December. If you are attempting only group 2, maybe you can change the dates little bit as per your revision strategy. So I'm doing it as if it is for both the groups. Okay. So we have to complete at least by, say, Jan 6th, so that you'll get sufficient time for preparing the group 1, starting with the accounts. Okay. So December 26th, which is first day of our task, we will go with chapter 1. Chapter 1 is the basic chapter, which is essay 200. Then you have what is auditing, who appoints the auditor, mandatory, voluntary, the basic things. Concentrate more on essay 200. Now you have to study all. I'm just saying where to concentrate more. Essay 200, in that objective of auditing, very important. Inherent limitation, very, very important. That doesn't mean other areas are unimportant. Okay. Then even those standards overview, you know what? SA, SRE, SAE, SRS, SQC, 5 standards. Concentrate in these 2 areas more, meaning 2 times reading. Okay. Now, along with day 1, chapter 1, you will finish. Okay. Do the audit of FS, audit of items in FS, chapter number 5. Do share capital audit that day itself. See, guys, this revision plan is on an assumption that you guys have attended our mentoring, my mentoring, which I conducted from November and December, and you have studied auditing, and it's a revision plan. So for chapter 1, you may take approximately 2 hours, share capital, maybe 45 minutes, and what you have to do that day, approximately you're taking 3 hours. Okay, keep it 3.5 hours for the revision. Last half hour, you keep it for writing practice. Take out an MTP or RTP and write it. One question that would do. Write it as if for the exam. So day 1 over. Now day 2. Coming to the next day. 27th. Okay, day 2. Now we will go with chapter 11. You know, chapter 1 and 11 are connected. So chapter 11, what it is basically, essay 210, very important, 220 and SQC. You know, in 220 and SQC, we have elements of quality control, important. Then you have ethical requirements is there. Then threats. Okay. Now that day itself, do audit of items in FS. Only one item, which is reserves and surplus. You know what? Why I have put a column and I'm asking you to do daily 1 items in FS, so that you won't have the strain of studying items in FS. Students are thinking, can we skip this chapter? No, guys, 12 marks weightage. Average. So for doing chapter number 11, you may take approximately 2.5 hours, or you can put even 3 hours. You can put reserves and surplus is very easy, half hour. So 3.5 hours plus last half hour you spend, or 15 minutes at least spent for question practice. One question, take it and write it out as if for the exam. So this plan is on assumption that you can spend approximately 3 to 4 hours a day for the auditing. 3 to 4 hours a day. I'm just asking 3 to 4 hours a day for the next 10 to 11 days. Okay, day 2 is over. Now going to day 3. Now, day 3, chapter 6, the smallest chapter, audit documentation, and chapter 2, planning. Chapter 6, it is just essay 230, half an hour you will finish. Chapter 2, planning, essay 300 basically, where you have strategy, plan, program. Very important, strategy, plan, and program. Chapter 2 is very important. You can take 1.5 hours. Okay, or even 2 hours is fine, but 1.5 is sufficient. So 2 hours total. Borrowings and loans and advances. Borrowings is liability, loans and advances given asset. You know, the points are similar for these borrowings and loans and advances. Study that. So this may be taking somewhere around 45 minutes to 1 hour. It's fine. 3 hours you took, 3. Last half an hour question practice, 3.5 hours. Day 2, over. I'm sorry, day 3. Now going to day 4. Day 4, say guys, already we have finished chapter 1, nature, objective and scope of audit. Chapter 11, ethics and terms. These were related. From 11, 6 and 2 are related. We finished. Now going to 500 series chapter. 500, 501, 505, 510, 520, 530, 550, 560, 570, 580. 500 series. That is spread in chapter 4 and 7. Plus you have essay 260, 265, communication. Then 450, misstatements evaluation. 610, which is internal auditor. 610 is important. 500 series is also important. So I've put day 4 and day 5 for these 2 chapters together, chapter 4 and 7. So each day for this, you might need 2.5 to 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours for this half hour. So day 4, you can go items in FS. I think you can go with trade receivables and trade payables. Very easy. Trade receivable, trade payable. It is 2 items, but points are similar. Trade receivables is debtors, trade payables is creditors. Then, day 5, items in FS, provisions and contingents. AS 29 relate. When you learn trade receivables and trade payables related with SA 505, external confirmation. Now, for these, you will need together approximately 6 hours, split it and do as per your comfort. And yes, don't forget 4 hours you have spent. So 15 minutes at least out of the 4 hours spent for practice writing. Now we have reached 5 days. Now take a day off. For what? Revision. Why? What is this revision? Revise from chapter number 1, 11, 6, 2, 4, 7. Ma'am, why are you saying like this? How to revise all two? I will show you guys. Look, watch out my YouTube videos. Summary of chapter 1 in, I think, for 10 to 11 minutes. Summary of chapter 11 in, again, 10 to 11 minutes. Chapter 4 summary in 20 minutes. Everything together you can revise. All these chapters together. You can watch out summary videos if you need. Okay. It's there in my YouTube. You can revise in 3 hours. Not even 3 hours, less than 3 hours you can revise. Revise means I'm not asking you to go through, I'm just asking you to summarize. Okay. So keep it 2.5 hours. Then rest 1.5 hours. You can go through mock test paper. You can go through some RTP, etc. Okay. So that is day 6. Now, one thing, Bigile Mukyam, very important, this revision. As I always say, revision should be part of your studies. Don't be in a hurry to finish off everything. What if you are hurrying, guys, without revising? No point, na? So take a day off. Then, coming to day 7. Okay, after revision day 6. Okay, Day 7, let's go with chapter 8. Chapter 8, you have basically 700 series, 700, 701, 705, 706, 710. Basically, 700 is only big. Other standards you can finish very fast. Then section 143, which is duties of auditor, including CARO. Now, for this, you may need somewhere around 3 to 3.5 hours. So that's why I've put only one small item, inventory. Inventory, AS and SA, AS to SA 501. Easy. So for us, don't forget to practice one question, keep away 10 to 15 minutes. So chapter 8 was audit report. Now going to chapter 3. Chapter 3, the day 8. Okay. Chapter 3 is risk assessment, which is nothing but essay 315, 330, 320. Then internal control and automated environment is there. Risk assessment is important. And guys, in chapter 8, you have essay 299 and 600 also, which is easy one. Now, day 3, go with items in FS, tangible and intangible asset related with AS 10 and AS 26. So we have reached day 8. Now, day 9 and 10, I've put it together. Day 9 and 10, chapter 9 and 10. Aha. Chapter 10 is bank and chapter 9 is different entities. In bank audit, calculation related question can come like drawing power, provisions, income recognition. Watch out careful. In chapter 9, which is different entities, government audit, especially that audit of government expenditure, proprietary performance, all are very important. For bank audit, I'm planning to put a video. I'll put it soon. Advances, at least 1.5 hours video I'll put. So if you want, you can watch that. Okay. Now, in these days, the pending items is cash and cash equivalents, items in FS. So guys, if you have seen items in FS, all balance sheet captions are over by day 9. Day 10, go with the P&L account. P&L account is easiest. You can finish off it soon. So each day I'm putting approximately 3 to 3.5 hours or 3 hours for chapter and half hour for items in FS. See, this is an assumption that you're revising, not studying for the first time. Okay. So P&L account, I think you may need at least 45 minutes to 1 hour. Now, day 11. Keep it for revision. Revision of what? Already you have revised till this. From day 7 to 10. That is from chapter number, I'll say, chapter number 8, 3. 8 is audit report, 3 is risk assessment, internal control. Then you have 10, which is bank audit, 9, different entities. Even if you have some pending topic, revise. So tentatively by January 6th, we will finish off. If anything pending, take one more day off for auditing and finish off by Jan 6th. Same schedule, you can edit if you're only group 2, you can extend a little bit, okay, days. But I sincerely wish that you will do a 10 plus 1 day strategy. In that, 2 days was exclusively for revision, this and this. So guys, if you see totally in CA inter auditing, we have 11 chapters. In this revision plan, we have covered all the 11 chapters. See, chapter 1, nature, objective, scope of audit. Chapter 11, ethics and terms. Chapter 6, audit documentation. Chapter 2, planning. Chapter 4, audit evidence. Chapter 7, completion and review. Chapter 8, audit report. Chapter 3, risk assessment and internal control. Then 10 bank, 9 different entity. Only 10. Where is last? Items in FS, we are doing it on a daily basis. Okay. So guys, at this juncture, exams are fast approaching. Let's not be worried. Let's keep ourselves confident. Okay, little bit of tension is good, but not over tense because it will kill the time. So have a proper plan, do as per the plan. If not, just revise the plan. Planning is a continuous and iterative. But no, for us, our Jan 25 exam is the Last exam, like that, you have to study. At any cost, we will clear the exam. Now, move out of your comfort zone. The days before the exam is very important. So move out of the comfort zone, utilize the time very well. Okay. So this video is exclusively for discussing only 10+1 days revision strategy for the subject auditing for the upcoming Jan 25 exams. So guys, I'll put the rest of the videos link and my number, WhatsApp and channel link also. So if you have any doubt, get in touch. So keep going, buddies. We will be successful. All the best.